What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Marcus, and today there's only one thing to talk about, man. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Today I've got the Jordan 1 Black Toe Reimagined, now slated to drop in 2025. Originally supposed to drop in October, now dropping in 2025. But I think I got a little bit more information that'll help you guys out on that, so stay tuned. But yeah, let's just immediately start off with the box. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. I'm really liking what they did with this box. They got obviously the full print image on there, on the sides and everything. But that box top with the original poster picture from the rookie photo shoot from Michael Jordan, rocking the black toes up front with the Wings logo jersey. That is an incredible touch on these shoes. I think they knocked this out of the park. They really killed it with the storytelling on these, actually giving us the prototype shoe that is pictured on this poster. Now, one thing I've seen a couple people talk about with this picture that I think is just a real random thing is that they're like, yo, how did Jordan have both of those hanging over his shoulder? Like, what's holding it on the other side? And on the other side, he's got a pair of breads on his back, and you see it on the paper when you open it up. Let's go ahead and open this up. You got the Air Jordan text right there that was featured on the side panel of these shoes. You got the Chicago skyline there. Picture of MJ from that shoot. Now this is something that I really think could have knocked this out of the park and shut up some of the haters that are talking about this shoe, is if they did this, if they did the Wings logo with the Nike over it instead of with the Rare Air branding, I think that probably would have shut a lot of the haters up. But realistically, it doesn't matter because I liked them, I got them, and we got them in hand, baby. Black Toe Reimagined, slated to drop 2025. And from what it sounds like from your boy Jay the Sneaker Guy, shout out to Jay the Sneaker Guy, but it sounds like he's got a plug who's in on some of these Nike meetings, and they're slated to drop early January 2025. So if you like this shoe, you don't gotta wait too much longer to pick up a pair of Jordan 1 Black Toe Reimagined. So let's get right into the shoe, man. One thing that people have been tripping on, or the main thing that people have been tripping on, like I said, is that Rare Air branding up there. People said it looks like reps. People say it looks like mids. People say it looks fake. I don't really care. I personally love the story that they told with these. To me, the story, much better than the Lost and Founds. This is a true story that Jordan Brand pulled out of the vault, and they told us the story of a prototype of a shoe that technically never came out to the public. Michael Jordan already didn't really wear the black toe that much, and this specific pair, I think he only wore in like 1 or 2 games. He had signed it, given it to a buddy. So let's go ahead and look at that signature there. I don't know how well you could see it with the light. Let's go ahead and turn the light off. I don't know if you could see it better or worse because of that, but it says "My Very Best, Michael Jordan," and it's only on the left shoe. And honestly, I can appreciate the way they did that because from here, you can't even see the signature. I think if that signature was in black or something, it probably would have thrown me off of the shoe just a little bit. Now, honestly, again, I'm not sure if it would have thrown me off enough to not buy them because these things are just incredible, man. I'm gonna put in a clip right here of me going for these things in 2016.
Black Toe 1, baby, got to get that dub.
And I was so excited to get these, man. I had the multiple phones out. I was logged into multiple accounts, tried to get them, took the L, man. You know I didn't cop these in 2016. Couldn't cop the Chicagos, couldn't cop the black toes, and couldn't cop the breads in 2015 and 16. When I was first getting into the sneaker game, working at Buffalo Wild Wings, getting a little bit of extra money for myself. And I went from that to now getting a pair, not only early, but now we're looking at months early, possibly 3 months early on these things, man. And you know, I had to do the sale lace swap. I think the sale lace swap on these is absolutely mandatory. The contrast with the tongue, I think looks great. Matching with the midsole, I think looks awesome. Keeping that vintage look, but they still got the bright white on the sides and on the toe box. So Honestly, I've had the Chicago Lost and Founds since a little bit after they came out. That was supposed to be my birthday gift to myself when those came out, because they came out around my birthday. And of course, everyone saw what happened with the sneakers app in November for the Lost and Found Chicago ones. And I wasn't able to get them. But what I did was I took a couple old pairs that I either wasn't wearing or I had worn a little bit, but stuff that had some value, took it into a sneaker shop, and I traded those towards getting a pair of Lost and Found Chicago's. And I've been rocking those. Those are my favorite shoe in my collection. I've been beating the hell out of them. They're super dirty. I ain't even really cleaned them like that. But I think I'm ready to say, after I've worn these just a little bit around the house, it's been raining, so I haven't got a lot of time in with them. But I can say, just from the styling and from my original opinions on the OGs, I think I like this one better than the Lost and Founds. The Lost and Founds, first of all, is a fake made-up story about Jordan Brand caring about these mom and pops that, had some sneakers sitting in the back, switched up the box top and all that. That's cool. It came with the crackled leather all up on the black and on the white on the side. People really weren't digging them like that. Y'all got to go back to before the Chicago one, Lost and Found, were in people's hands, and before the debauchery with the sneakers app. You got to go back to that, because people were really hard on those shoes. And I think people forget how much they didn't like that crackled leather, how much they didn't like the aging on everything, and how much they didn't really even like that fake story. But this real story here that they gave us on a clean shoe, one of my favorite colorways of my favorite silhouette in Jordan's lineup, yeah, these are better for me. These are 100% better for me than the Lost and Found Jordan 1s. The balance of the black up front and red in the back, it makes it a little bit more versatile of a shoe. Even Amanda, my now fiance, she was saying when you look at them from the front, they do kind of just look like a pair of black and white shoes, but getting that little red hit on the back, that's when I'm wearing stuff like this, when I'm already kind of red out and I've got my Georgia gear on, ready for Georgia versus Bama today. When I'm wearing a lot of red, I like to have something like this to just get the little hits there on the tongue and on the back. And these just look incredible, man. I wear these jeans and a charcoal gray t-shirt with my uniform, and this will give me that nice pop that I'm looking for. We're probably about to take these out right now. The sun's coming out, everything's drying up, so I'm probably about to take these for a little walk, and we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how the comfort is. But yeah, man, I'm really digging these. I think people are tripping about the Rare Air, saying that the Lost and Founds are better than these simply because of that. Because man, when you take them back here, you don't even notice a difference, man. And when I got my jeans over them, it's still even covering the logo, depending on what type of pants you're wearing. So if you don't like the Rare Air that much that it's turning you off the shoe, I think you're tripping. If you like the Black Toe 1, especially if you didn't get the 2016, and you think that Rare Air is gonna throw you off, I wouldn't even worry about it. I'd go for them on release day. I'm definitely thinking about doubling up on release day, make these my beaters and get those in to keep them on the shelf, keep them on ice, maybe sell them later on down the line, or when these get beat up, I can pull those out and they'll be fresh, because even though they age the midsole, everything else is bright white that you see that's leather. So man, I think these are gonna look real good for a long time. I think they're gonna age very well. Extremely versatile sneaker. So yeah, I don't know what the big deal is. I think people are overreacting. I think the hype on these, to the point where, it was turning people off. I think people are letting other people's opinions sway them. And you got to notice that people who were complaining about this Rare Air branding still got their pairs in. They still got their early pairs in. They're still getting on feet reviews out. And they'd be like, yeah, would I take it with the Wings logo? Or even better, like I said, take it with the Wings logo that just says Nike. I think that would have been a cool twist on it, but I don't think Jordan wore a pair like that. So having this in hand, the 2025 Black Toe 1s, it's awesome, man. This is probably my second favorite Jordan 1. right behind the bread colorway that we are set to get also in 2025. Hopefully those still drop on Valentine's Day. Hopefully they don't push them back, because then I'll complete my trifecta of having the Chicagos, the Black Toes, and the breads in my collection that I missed out on when I was 18, 19 years old, just getting a little bit of money, just getting into sneakers, finding out the history of them. And that's what I'm here for, man. I like the history behind shoes like this. I like shoes that Michael Jordan actually wore, even though, I didn't get to see him play. I like the culture and the history behind the Jordan and behind the Jordan 1s. So that's why I got into the game. And, style obviously being a part of it, but the one silhouette has just always been my favorite. And the black toe color blocking has been one of my favorite color blockings on the 1. And specifically the classic black toe has taken second place to the bread. So having these in the collection, man, it's awesome. Stay tuned for these. Top of 2025, we're thinking January. That 11th date is looking real good. I'd mark your calendars for 1/11/2025. Set those alarms for 9 a.m. and we'll see about these dropping, man. Let's go ahead and get these on feet, man. Show you what that lace swap looking like on feet. Let's go ahead and get it, man. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.